Alright guys, what's up? Just woke up and I figured I would make a video as it's been something that I've been thinking about. Um, the 2001, 2002, 2003, all that crap, you feel me? The Impalas of that year get like 32 to the gallon highway. Okay. And now you have uh these 2020 Impalas, and the 2020 Impalas, explain this to me. So you go 20 years and your car doesn't get better, but it actually gets worse on fuel. It's it's not available as a hybrid because I figured that a 2003 Impala, that's a little, outdated. Maybe if I could get a good deal on something new. But here's the thing. There's money that you pay up front and there's money you pay down the line. Okay? Just logging on to my computer right now. And here's the thing about that. So you buy a very souped up, let's say you get a good deal on a Subaru Impreza, like STI, they call them. Down the line, for starters, they're going to blow out an engine or two because it's a Subaru. Oh wow, that actually gives off some nice light. Let me open up a new tab and leave it there. Yeah, I was loading all my tabs from yesterday. And let me just get my facts straight. 2003 Impala. Miles per gallon. Up to 21 city and 32 highway. I can't remember the numbers precisely. 2020. Now let's go. Let's just jump right up to that. 19 city and 28 highway. Now, you gotta realize that this is a bigger car, but seriously? Up to that? Well, hell, I'm gonna go buy a frickin' Suburban now. Let's look at the Suburbans. 2020 Suburban. 22 highway. That's only what do you call it? 6 miles to the gallon less. You have a huge box on the road that gets only 6 miles to the gallon less than your family sedan. Are you kidding me? What is this? This does not make sense to me whatsoever. And General Motors, I swear to Christ, and I mean it, okay? If you move to China, I simply just won't buy your car. That's all there is to it, because what else could I do? Go out in the street and protest? And start throwing grenades and bombs and shit like these people are doing? Think about it. To think that a base model Chevy Suburban with a 5.3 liter V8, I assume that's the lower engine, but it would still move. They're a little bit more money, but still, now let's go back to the Impala. Now, it's a cheaper car, okay? And the thing has... It's not telling me engine information. Come on, Google, be nice. Engine. Oh, it's telling me it has a 3.6 liter V8. This just gets me even more worked up. So you're telling me that a car that has almost 2 liters less of a size than the freaking Suburban gets better fuel mileage, it's like this car, man, it only gets 6 miles to the gallon more than a big heavy car, lots of drags, no aerodynamics whatsoever. That just went out the window. And I mean, look, it kind of like kept a kind of Impala look. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see that. They get the point. It's a sporty car. But do I really need 305 horsepower? And even that, let me look up the Honda Civic Type R specs. All right, there we go. You know, why don't I just get the Honda Civic Type R and go full Japan on you guys? Because here's the thing. It's like half the engine size. And I mean, it's turbocharged, so I would have to buy premium gasoline, but really, look at the fuel mileage here. 42 highway? Like, you can't sit down and tell me that, you know, let's go back here. 2003. Honda. You know, here's the thing. I understand that the cars put out a lot more horsepower. Okay. And they're a very nice car. Like all the cars out there. But, you know, you can't tell me that you're going back in time and going forward in time at the same time. You just can't do that. Okay? It's literally like me receiving a math test, okay? And I go to finish it, and then I'm just like, screw this crap. I'm just gonna hand it in right now. You know, that's just like that's the mentality of these people. It's like, it's stupid. It's literally stupid. Because you're like, you know what, investors? I think that we should throw 100, 200 more horsepower into our cars. Why don't we just throw a pickup truck engine in that thing? What do you think, guys? And then they all go, like the idiots they are, because all the investors care about is money. Like, come on now, people. Grow up. That's all there is to it. Grow up. I mean, really, you have the 2003 Honda Civic Hybrid, which put out 93 horsepower, which is an okay amount of horsepower for the size. Meanwhile, now they're getting the cars bigger, bulkier, and they're turning right back into muscle cars. Whatever happened to the economy car? Now, I know that, like, there's the new Malibu hybrid, which is exactly what my mom has. It's a very nice car. Okay, it rides nice, and it's smaller than this whale that you call an Impala. I just pulled out my fax rifle and fired it, and you guys just got roasted. But in reality here, like, if I want to go faster, and I have money for the gas that the gas burns, let's see here. Whatever happened to the 2003? What's that horsepower? Like, we're literally going back in time here, people. Come on. I just don't really know what to say, because to have your car be worse on fuel in the future than the original one that's like 20 years old or so, really, like, does this at all make any sense to you? It does not. So that's just my little rant on, I guess, basically cars are so much worse. Well, not so much, but a little bit worse on fuel than the original models that are out there. And I'm talking about only a select few that I know of. In fact, I grew up in a 2003 Impala. It was a very nice car, I've got to say. I think we had the, I don't know. Maybe we had the base. I really don't know. But, it just confuses me why these car manufacturers are going ahead in the future and backwards at the same time, if you know what I'm talking about. Because I'm not talking about, like, this car looking like a McLaren or a DeLorean, like all these cars turning into DeLoreans that are terrible on fuel. Like, they're just turning into different versions of themselves. And here's the thing, my opinion overall is that I could understand if you want to change up the like, modeling a little bit, but I mean, really, keep aerodynamics and pretty much everything else in the picture, because these cars, like, man. Yeah, and they say that the 2003 Chevy Impala videos are, 2003, it's like 550 to 2020 or something. Oh my. I just mentioned our, age right here, but you just gotta keep the big picture here. Impalas aren't race cars, they're family sedans. That's all there is to it. They're just family sedans. So anyway, that's just my little rant on doing this. And if I look like crap, it's probably the camera, because I totally didn't wake up like this and do nothing to correct it. Anyway, I hope you found this video informative. Man, this is probably not informative at all whatsoever. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.